Gardening is a metaphor. It teaches us about community. It teaches us about communication. It teaches us the secrets of growth. It teaches us the importance of nurturing. It teaches us about love. And it also teaches us about harmony. Connecting to the earth directly and growing things has been found to be one of the most therapeutic thing for violent prisoners that's ever been found. Well, everybody experiences bouts of rage and anger and frustration. What do? How do you discharge that energy? You can come right here to your garden, and you can work in the soil, and the soil will literally pull that energy right off of you. Let's take a little detour over here, because I want to show you one of my favorite plants, a plant that I brought the seed from Machu Picchu all the way here. It is a hot pepper that doesn't exist anywhere in the world other than Machu Picchu. It is very similar to the habanero pepper in its heat and flavor. However, it's just a small, tiny globe. It's right over here. This is castor, like castor beans. You don't want to let that get rooted into your garden, so we like to pull that stuff out, throw it back in as fertilizer. This is a papaya. This is really going to be a loaded papaya. Let's have a look at this. This is yacon, like yacon root syrup and yacon root slices. This is the plant. It's in the sunflower family. You can see that it has that sunflower look. There it is right there. This is the giant sunflower from South America. All sunflowers have edible roots, some more than others. The Jerusalem artichoke is an edible sunflower root. If you look over here, you can see the kind of root ball that this thing is generating. Let's have a look. Come on in. And you can see just the beauty is phenomenal right there. Just have a look at that. You can see that red rhizome color right here. This is the great sunflower root. That's what the yacon syrup is made out of. Super rich in iron, one of the best sources of iron in the entire plant kingdom. We really, really recommend yacon for anybody with an iron deficiency and or certain types of blood sugar disorders. Let's walk over here and we'll look at this pepper plant. I learned from my friend Dorley, who lives over on Maui. She is pretty impressive. She's in her late 60s now. She can weed faster than you can even blink. And every time I'm out here, if I see a weed, I'll just pull it out. Reach down, just get it out of there. And that way, over a period of time, you start seeing a change in your overall yard. This is the hot pepper that was brought from Machu Picchu. You can see the great cultivars of pepper like this produce profusely and provide so much food that it's hard to believe that anybody could eat all these hot peppers. There we are. Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to add a few of these to the cacao drink. And the reason is because cacao and hot peppers have been eaten together for thousands of years. They complement each other. They both provide you with a really great high. Cacao is a fat. It's an oil. And the sulfur that's in hot peppers, that sulfury oil, the stuff that gives it the spice, the bite, the heat, is able to disperse the oils that are in cacao into your bloodstream. That cayenne kind of phenomenon of dilating the blood vessels, cleaning up the cardiovascular system, is true of all hot peppers. It's true of all spicy hot peppers, including these Machu Picchu spiced hot peppers. In addition, this clears resins and tars out of the lungs. Right next to this plant right here is a tobacco plant in its final stages. I planted this here about 5 months ago. It's about a year old, actually. This plant is about a year old. It's just about to go down. It's in its final stages. The hot pepper cleans out the tars and resins that are created when somebody smokes tobacco. So they're complementary to each other, and they're actually brother-sister. They're both nightshades, as I mentioned. Over here is some more of the holy basil. I'm going to reach down and we'll grab some of that because we do need a little bit more of the holy basil. So we'll take that with us. This right here is the sweet potato. The yam. They're in the same family and they produce the same colored and shaped leaves. That's that right there. If we were to dig into here, we would be able to pull out giant tubers, big roots. And we could take that, dice it up real thin, dehydrate that, create great chips. It's a wonderful food. We are right now in the process of getting the indigenous Hawaiian kumara, which is what the Maoris, the indigenous people of New Zealand, brought to Hawaii originally, and that's going to be something that we're going to be growing here on a regular basis. Over here, I want to mention a food that was first introduced to me when I came to Hawaii. This is katuk. It's originally from Africa. It tastes like peanut butter. You eat it, it tastes like a peanut. Super high in protein. Great salad vegetable. It's reproducing right now. Produces a cool looking little fruit like that. Easy to grow. You can literally cut the top of this off, stick it in the ground, and it will grow an entirely new plant. Let's go over here. We finally got this plant healthy. This is, of course, the great Hawaiian medicine ava or kava. Each one of these leaves possesses the same chemistry that's found in the root, although not in as high a concentration. That chemistry is a chemistry which relaxes us with its lactones. This has a very powerful synergy with cacao. These leaves can be dried and a tea can be made, or you can dig up the roots and literally eat them raw or pulverize them and mix them with water, which is the traditional Hawaiian way of doing things. The indigenous people of Mexico used a plant called Quararabea funebris. It's a flower of a plant, of a tree actually, that has almost the same chemistry as kava has. And that Quararabea funebris flower is used in tejate. If you are of Mexican background, you know what that is. It's also used in our sacred chocolate bars. We put Quararabea funebris in those sacred chocolate bars because it adds a butterscotch flavor and gives us a similar feeling to what kava gives us. That deep, relaxed feeling, that calm, de-stressing characteristic that is common to all kava plants.